Hey guys, I'm Adam from Top Dog. I'm a professional dog trainer. I offer a lot of tips and videos and stuff for clients, consumers, just folks that are struggling with their dogs. But this is actually a first for me. This is something I wanted to point out or share with the world of folks that are out there that are looking to become dog trainers, either young dog trainers or folks that are making a career change, maybe not young, but just young in the career of training dogs. And it's something that I feel like is just really important. If you stumbled across this video, that's probably because you are out there researching all of the training resources that are out there and available for you for professional trainers or for folks that are wanting to become trainers or be better trainers. And and you gotta excuse me, I'm multitasking. Obviously, I'm out here with a group of about 12 dogs that we're training right now, and I'm just monitoring them while they're having a play and a potty break. But anyway, one thing that I found to be really awesome about the world of dog training is that we're starting to see a lot more information out there for free. YouTube, Facebook, all the social media, there's e-academies, all kinds of stuff that are putting out information for free on the basic information that you need on being a dog trainer, on how to walk dogs, how to correct dogs, things like that. There's so much information out there that it can get kind of confusing, but just getting out there and soaking up all that information is great. And like I said, that's probably how you stumbled across this video. The thing that I'm finding though is that there's a little bit of a disconnect. Well, maybe I shouldn't say a little bit. That's the reason I'm making this video, is because I feel like there's a great big disconnect of folks that are just out there wanting to become dog trainers, and they're getting all this information, which I think is just great. They're learning all the science, they're reading all the books, they're watching all the videos and stuff behind dog training, but they're not getting enough hands-on time. And I just want to emphasize to everybody that there is no substitute for hands-on time. Hey guys, there's no substitute for hands-on time. It's something that you absolutely have to do. It's essential if you want to be a great dog trainer. I've never been one that's great at memorizing terms or learning the science behind things or stuff like that. I've always been a very hands-on learner. And I'm not saying this just because I'm a hands-on learner. I'm saying this because I think I've seen it with dog training in general, is that even folks that are not necessarily hands-on learners themselves, they have to get hands-on when it comes to dog training if they want to be truly great. When I went to school to get my first training certificate, which by the way, lots of people go different avenues. You don't have to go out and become a certified dog trainer to become a dog trainer. But when I went out to get my first training certificate through Tar Heel Canine, they've got a school called North State Academy that I really recommend to folks. I feel like there was one distinct advantage for me. When I got there on the first day, a few of my classmates, they knew all the terms about operant conditioning already. I remember one person ended up dropping, Bruce Fogel's name and Ian Dunbar's name a lot and stuff. They were talking about all these folks that have done a lot of the research into dogs and things like that, which is important stuff. I mean, those are people who I now own their books and I've read lots of their information. But there was one thing, and I'm not trying to boast, I'm telling you like it is, there was one thing that shot me to the head of the class pretty fast. And I think that was the fact that from the time I was 16 to the time I was 18, and I went to dog training school when I was 18 at Tar Heel, but in the 2 years prior to that, I had spent every free moment I could for the previous 2 years at dog shelters, just getting dogs out, walking them, playing with them, and also trying to solve some of their behavioral problems. And like I said, I think that quickly shot me to the head of my class. And again, that's not just me saying that. The reason I know I was at the head of my class because I was the only one in my class that was offered an internship. I was the only one in my class that was recommended to a job for some of the owner of the school's friends. He had a friend that was looking for a new trainer, and I was the only one that went recommended to that guy, and things. And so going in there, the main difference between me and the others was the fact that I had already had hundreds of hours of leash time. Just time spent with a dog on the end of the leash. I used to go to the shelter, pull a dog out, and I wouldn't necessarily have any goal with it. I'd get outside and I'd say, wow, this dog is just yanking my arm off. I wonder what I can do to fix that. And I didn't know how, but I would try stuff. And we would make progress. We always made progress. It wasn't the fastest way. I've learned ways to do things that are 10 times faster now, and I'm always improving my training capabilities and decreasing the amount of time it takes me to solve problems, even to this day. But at that time, I was really slow. But I made progress every single time. And I'd get dogs that I'd pull out, they were jumping all over me. I'd say, man, if these dogs come out of the kennel like this, nobody's gonna wanna adopt a dog that's jumping all over them. It's gonna knock their kids over, gonna knock grandma over. What can we do to fix this? And I'd try things, and sometimes it'd work, sometimes it wouldn't, but I'd try things. I just got very comfortable with having a dog on the end of the leash with me. I had tons and tons of time with a leash in my hands. And again, that's what I wanna encourage everybody to do. Go out there, watch all the videos, read all the books, do all of those things, but get a leash in your hands. That's the main key that I feel like so many folks are missing right now. Get a leash in your hands, practice. If you can practice with somebody watching you, film yourself. That's an excellent way. Film yourself so you can watch things. You'll be amazed at how many things you catch on your own when you film yourself. But also maybe you can send that to a mentor. Send it off to somebody who's been training a long time that can show you things that you might be doing wrong. You know, today my newest staff member is coming in. I'm gonna sit in a chair and I'm gonna watch her and I'm gonna help her as she just does 2 simple things with dogs today. All we're gonna focus on today is leash skills, getting those dogs more comfortable with the leash and not pulling on the leash, and settling in when they're told to go to a bed and lay down. We call that the place command. We're gonna work on those 2 things for hours today. I'm just gonna help her adjust minor little things. I'm gonna help her with different dogs and just her having lots of time with the leash in her hands. I explain it to her, I teach it to her, and then we get the leash in her hands. And that's how I feel like we're able to create great trainers. And honestly, how I hope that the training world starts to swing. I don't think that the online courses and things like that are gonna be the end-all be-all to dog training. I'm not just trying to be old school. I think those things have an extreme amount of value, but I think that there's nothing more valuable than time with a leash spent in your hand. So thanks guys for watching. Get to check out the crew a little bit here. They're obviously getting pretty goofy back there, but having a good time, having a safe time, and again, thanks for watching.